Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the two natural ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show. We're here.
Yes, two natural ladies are back.
And we've created our cabinet.
Yes. We have.
Yes, or at least part of it. So we're ready to take on being Prime Minister.
Yeah. So. And help is on its way.
Yes, that's right, because we'll need a little bit of help.
Hang on, help is on its way. We'll be there as fast as we can.
Yes, but you know what? When we were talking, the amount of people, very quickly, we said, we'd get this person, this person,
yes.
this person. I think very quickly, with all the networking and all the people we know, we would be able to get everyone we knew from different areas.
Yes.
And people with that mindset of, we can do this and positivity. And yes, we're going to have daily press conferences.
Yes.
Just letting people know all good things.
Yes. Everything's great.
Everything's great. We'll just do some quotes and some, and
spread the love.
Yes. Yes.
And get everyone to pick up 3 pieces of rubbish. Yeah. Everyone in Australia is picking up 3 pieces of rubbish.
Love it. Love it. Because one of the things that has happened recently is there was a disruption to our traffic in the city. And I know that a lot of people were upset about it. And the woman I wasn't going to the city, so I wasn't affected. However, the woman that I heard, a woman around our age, very young, she was a psychologist and she was on another radio station, and she was saying, we have tried everything to get people to hear and listen to the fact that our environment is in desperate need, and we need to do it now. And so their way of getting people
awareness,
and getting people to even listen, because it seems to be that as you said, it's like we need everybody to pick up 3 pieces of rubbish. We're not asking people to spend every moment of their day doing something, but if we're all on the same page and all aware of it, and look, it doesn't take much to sign a petition to say, we want our biodiversity to become more important than it has been, and things like that.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues or fallacies is that we think we don't make a difference.
Yes,
but it's we do when disasters happen. We were. After the bushfires, when disasters happen, we were often talking about the amazing things that were happening when people were coming together and it comes out of nowhere.
Yes,
in no time.
Yes, and people just showed up. I remember there was one gentleman who had a truck. He was taking loads of whatever was needed. So groceries and personal care, toilet paper, all those kind of things, backwards and forwards to the sites. And he was an approved person, because I know one of the things that happened was people were just loading their cars and going off there, which can cause more trouble. So it needed to be a coordinated thing. Yeah. But that's right. People just showed up. What can I do to help?
Yes, exactly. And how can we make a difference? This is where the two natural ladies are experts.
Yes.
And we've been doing this for over 30 years.
We have, yes.
Not making a difference as in we're not the only ones.
No.
We like to promote it, we like to find ways, and we like to include others.
Yes. And I think what we also do really well is we let people know about all the different people that are making a difference. Which one of these do you want to pick and become involved with?
Well, yes, exactly. And small steps are easy. Being part of like-minded community helps us to make the task at hand more achievable and fun.
Yes.
And we're also improving our mental health through connection and participation. And it does take time. It does take some commitment. Yes, yes. But looking at good news stories will show you what one person or a small group can do to help our planet.
Yes. See, we'd have good news stories. That's it. This is reminding me of a Bones episode where Bones decided she was going to be president.
Yes, and she was going to sort it all out.
Yes, that's right. Yes. So it's our turn.
Yes. So, I mean, we mentioned before, actually, Beach Patrol.
Yes.
Founded by Ross and Ramona, who were on Channel 10 recently.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, because they'd finished a 5-year study which sadly showed that nothing's changed. In fact, we've got more plastic wrappers and labels by 20,000 bits of rubbish this year.
Yes. Yes, I thought they were feeling a bit, when we spoke to them.
Yes.
I thought they were feeling like we were getting somewhere. So that's very sad.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is. Which means just pick up those 3 pieces.
Yes, exactly.
The other thing that we talk about with picking up the rubbish, 3 pieces, it really doesn't, because when I go for my walk, I love my headspace. So I'm walking along and I'm thinking I need to pick up 3 pieces of rubbish. I don't want to pick up 3 pieces of rubbish. And I keep walking and it's like, it's only 3 pieces. Yeah, but I don't want to pick up, I really do have a bad Joe on one shoulder and a good Joe on the other, and they fight with each other. And it's okay. We don't need the doctors to come. And when I do it, it's like, well, that didn't take any more time.
No.
And the thing is that once you start doing that, you do start looking at the plastic in your house and what you're bringing into the house. Yeah. So it's that flow-on effect as well that can make a big difference.
Yeah, well, I went for a 2-hour walk one day with Jeanette, and I just started picking up rubbish as I saw it as we were walking. And then she started, by the time we finished the walk, I had one of those, our doggy poo bags, and we'd filled the whole bag. Yeah.
I know, it doesn't take much. Then we have people like Good Eddie.
Yeah.
Now, Good Eddie.
They're good.
They are good. I love even their name is wonderful. And they hopefully, so they're the people, we interviewed Catherine, and they're the people who have edible coffee cups. Which hopefully, cross fingers, will be ready to start to be manufactured and out, by May, June, which would be great because if you think about it, we apparently 1 billion cups per year are thrown out.
Yeah.
And if you have 1 coffee cup, just one coffee a day in those disposal cups, that's 365 cups, and that's just for one person.
Yeah, I quite like them. I think you can have a little bit to eat while you're having your coffee.
Yes. And if you don't drink coffee, you can have tea. We had tea in it. And then we also had a bit of hot chocolate, which was really nice.
Yes.
So it tastes a bit like sort of brandy, isn't it? Nutty and it's yummy.
And it's not overly sweet.
No, no, it was really nice. And, of course, there's also the keep cups that you can buy or what Tanya Lewis suggests, which is a jar.
A jar with some rubber bands so that you are not burning your hands.
Yes.
And then we've got here 3 for the sea.
Yes, which we've already talked about.
Yes.
And we'll
Hashtag,
yes.
let's do it, 3, 2, 1. So that's, if actually go there. If anybody's wondering what that is, go to hashtag let's do it 3, 2, 1 and you'll see quite a bit of few of our photos there, won't you?
You will.
Yes.
You will. And then there is the whole thing about looking at what we use in our house and looking at, and again, this is not a hard thing to do, to change the laundry pad you use to one that's gentler or, because the toxic load on people as well as the environment is something people don't think about. So, but also where did the ingredients come from? Where have they, because that's the whole thing. It's from looking at from seed to source. Where these things. So,
well, and it's again connecting the dots, isn't it?
Yes.
Like if you're using something that's harsh on the environment, and is it harsh on us, or vice versa? If it's harsh on us and it's harsh on the environment, and then if we can find something that's gentle, why not? Why not tick all the boxes? And often there'll be I'll have a question. Actually, I was watching a show the other night. I loved him because I often have questions and not the answers, and I think sometimes we might want to just think, well, there's no answer, so why bother thinking about it? Or it's a show called New Amsterdam. Have you ever watched it?
No.
It's a hospital show. But the medical director was asking all the staff what the problems were in the hospital, and it boiled down to time. No one had time. Everyone was exhausted. They were overworked, and they kept saying, "What are you going to do about it?" And he says, "I don't know." The whole episode, he was like, "I don't know." And then at the end, he actually hired buses to get the staff to and from work because they were missing meals with their families and lack of sleep. So we thought, well, okay, if I can, and their commutes were often too many changes, like off the bus onto the train, onto the train, onto the and they couldn't sleep on their commute. So we decided to put them in a bus. It actually halved a lot of their travel times because they weren't going all over the place.
And they could have a snooze.
And they could snooze on the bus, so they could get home earlier. They could they could get their sleep and
spend time with the family.
Spend time with their family and be more on for work. A bus.
Well, the other thing, I was listening to something yesterday and they were talking about 4-day weeks. And there's a woman, and unfortunately I don't know her name, but she goes all over the world apparently talking about, she's an Aussie lady, and they've had a 4-day week in their organisation for, I don't know, a long time. And she just said it's so productive and it really works well. So they have Monday, Tuesday on, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday on, and then the weekend. I thought that was brilliant. Now, I know, dairy farmers were apparently, calling in and saying, yeah, well, we can't. We've got to be on 7 days a week.
Yeah.
But you chose that lifestyle, that's just the way it is. You've got to feed and milk the cows and whatever else you've got to do. So that's understandable. Yeah. However, there are a lot of industries that aren't doing that could be doing it. And again, it would be really looking after.
And it would look after the workers, but it sounds like, I'm assuming that they're saying they're actually no less productive.
They were more productive. They went up. Their not sales. The amount of money they made went up 40%.
Right. And would they? So the business stayed open all that time. They would put people on shifts, or they would just be closed on Wednesday?
They would be closed on Wednesday.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Worked brilliantly. And again, I think a plumber came in and said, well, we can't do that because what if somebody rings and needs their plumbing done? That would be a shift one. That would be one where not everyone would have Wednesday off. No. Some people would have Tuesday and some people would have Thursday, etc. Yeah. The whole idea, though, of a 4-day week, that you can do it. And she also said that a lot of places people end up doing too much overtime.
Yes.
And she said if you're only doing 4 days, it's really hard to do more than 40 hours a week. And it works. I loved it. I just thought, yes.
Yes, there's always a solution, just even if we haven't thought of it yet.
That's right. Yes. Which the book and the film 2040, again, it shows that we have all the answers to going back to our environment.
Yep.
And we can do it. We just have to say yes, I think, really.
Let's say yes.
Yes.
So Ecosia, we haven't talked about that for a while.
Or Ecosia.
So it's a search engine with a difference. On average, for every 45 searches, a tree is planted. It's as easy as downloading the app, and you can see how many trees have now been planted, and you can see what projects they are involved with. I don't understand why 45 searches would create a tree planting, but
I don't either.
Maybe sponsorships or whatever. But anyway, it does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and well, look, we've already talked about the packaging. Sustainable clothing and op shopping.
Yes.
Now, we have the wonderful Nina Gabor, who she's definitely worth following because she talks a lot about waste and about, what is she called? Fast food, fast clothing.
Fashion?
Fast fashion, that's it, yeah. And she talks about how that there's a lot of that going on as well. So Australians dispose of 23 kilos of textiles into landfill each per year. That's from the Salvation Army.
Yes. Well, there you go. Let's go op shopping.
Let's go op shopping and reuse. Let's go op shopping in our house first. And you've done that. Yes.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.